Hi, how you doing? What's going on? How are ya? I swear I just said that, but that's okay. Today, we are talking about how to, holy, things are just a-poppin' that should not be. I apologize for that. Today, we are talking about how to be her, because I am her. And I'm getting ready to go on a 90-day journey to reinvent myself, to change my habits, and to really get it girl. So I'm gonna share with you what I'm going to be doing, and I'm gonna give you some, I'm gonna pull this up a little bit because this isn't that kind of show today. But if you see me looking down here, it's because that's where my notes are, because I took a lot of notes on what I wanna share with you, and I am excited to dive in with you around this. So my son, let me tell you how I came up with the I'm her. Well, my son got into the car yesterday after football and he goes, Mom, I'm him. I killed it at football today. He, so humble, right? But he did a great job in the second game that he played yesterday. And I was like, Chad, let me write that down quick. So I took my notebook out and I was like, I'm her. It's not the it girl or that girl, I'm her. I am going to be the person that I'm going to be creating over this next 90-day journey, and I get to share that with you. So let me tell you a little bit about what that means. It means that I have this vision of who I am now, but I also am carrying this vision for who I want to become. And it's not going to be all makeup and roses and perfectly sculpted cheekbones. I don't have those. I do look cute, but I don't have the face for that. It's going to be the behind the scenes realness, because I am a mom, and I know a lot of the people that I follow, they aren't moms. And do not get me wrong, I love them. They are incredible humans, and they are slaying the day. Do they still say that? I don't know. I would ask my daughter, but that would be a whole ordeal. But they don't have the extra responsibility. They might have other things in their lives. Again, I have two kids who both play travel sports, multiple activities, band. And so my goal with me sharing what I'm going to be doing, the core four that I'm going to be focusing on, is to share from a perspective of a mom's point of view. Because again, the people that I follow are freaking amazing. They are incredible, they are gorgeous, they got their lives together, and they are doing the damn thing. However, you have to do the damn thing differently when you have kids. It's a season, it depends on the season of life you're in. I actually just did a podcast on that, so check out my podcast link below. Also, if you are new here, hi, hey, hello, I am Shay. I own my own Facebook ads agency, and I am creating this YouTube channel because I want to give off real life vibes for, as I just said, parents who work, who have kids and activities, who do all the things, so that you can see what's possible for you or what's not possible. Because I know that as I'm doing this 90-day challenge, I'm gonna succeed and I'm gonna fail, and I'm going to share all of it with you, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, so let me jump in. First, I wanna talk about what I want you to do and what I'm actually going to do tonight, because again, I'm starting this journey. I'm starting a piece of this journey tomorrow, and I'll share that when I get to my health. But I want you to do something, it's called Future You Writing. And a lot of people do not take the time to really look to see what that is. I'm sure when I said that, it was like, do 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 do. Yeah, I know. When I first heard about it too, I was a bit perplexed. But it's essentially writing your goals as if they have already happened. So you're writing them in the present tense. So for example, with my mindset, one of the things that I'm doing my best to get in control is my emotions, because when you can control your emotions, I feel like you can control so many other areas of your life, because the emotions are those split reflex things that you just instantly do. And an emotion is something you can change because it is you and you can change it. And so I wrote down for one of my mindset in my emotion goals is, I will recognize that my emotion is just an emotion and it's something that I can choose to feel, or I can choose to feel something different. And giving myself permission to say, you know what, I want to be positive. I want to have a positive mindset, but there are going to be moments where it's like, ooh, that stung, or ooh, I made a mistake. You need to feel that. But then after 5 or 10 minutes, you don't get to sit in it. I get to move on. I get to feel something different so that I'm not waddling? I don't know. Is waddling a word? I don't know. But so I'm not in it, if that makes sense. So let me just jump into my mindset, and then as you go on, I'm gonna give some prompts under each one so you can see what I'm talking about. My first one is mindset. And with mindset, I put that first because that is going to be where I succeed or where I fail. Mindset is going to be how I talk myself into things, how I talk myself out of things, how I talk myself into not getting the chocolate, how I talk myself into eating the salad instead of whatever else I want to eat. And that's the biggest piece before I even get into all the other goals that I want to hit. So I want to share that with you. I want to focus on me. I want to focus on understanding, recognizing, acknowledging my feelings, and like I said, moving on. I also have been in this, I'm 38, and I've been in this the last few years, this evolution of myself. And so I'm really learning more about me and focusing less on all of the white noise, like all of the extra stuff, all of the fitting in and all of that junk. This is the first year where I felt like, oh my gosh, I don't need you to like me. And you, not you, I would love for you to like me, and I would love for you to subscribe and like this channel. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That was so cheesy. But it's, especially when you live in a smaller town and when everybody knows everybody, it can get harder to kind of just do your own thing. And this year I've been like, do your own thing, lady, because you can. And it's been really nice because I'm doing my own thing. I'm being more independent, and I really like me. I don't need to be with people every weekend. This weekend was the first weekend in a really long time that we didn't do anything. And I love that. I didn't have to fill it just for the sake of filling it. We got our grocery shopping done early. We got it done Friday. And then we had to go because we forgot dog food and I wanted to buy hangers. And I'm from Wisconsin. Although my husband says I say hangers funny. How do you say it? Do you say it like I say it? I don't know. He's from Wisconsin too. And so he says I say it funny. Hangers? Hangers? I digress. But tomorrow I'm going to be recording a video of me like completely cleaning out my closet, and so I needed new things to put my clothes on. And so we went and got that stuff today. I did the outline for this particular video that I'm writing because I'm going to also turn this video into a blog, and it was amazing. And then our kids hung out with us yesterday. We all watched the Brewer game in the living room and the Packer game, and it was just nice to be with the family and eat dinner as a family because of all the hustle and bustle. So it is really nice for you to give yourself permission to do things different and to completely be you. If you can't give you permission, I give you permission to be you and do you and not have to fit in, because fitting in is not as fun or as cool as it seems. I also want to focus more on the positive. Now, again, like I said at the beginning, I'm not saying that you're completely getting rid of the negative. Life happens. Accidents happen, mistakes happen, there is death, there's heartbreak, there are friendships that end, there are friendships that begin, there are chapters that end, jobs, there are jobs that begin, all the things. But what I really want to focus on is the good. And so allow myself to feel those feelings, acknowledge it, and just kind of let it go. And let it go faster, I should say. So that is for my mindset. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to really take the time to step into your power. I want you to essentially remove the clutter, remove the drama. You don't have to be in it just for the sake of being in it. I promise it is a much lighter, easier feeling once you let that ish go. We were on a girls trip a couple years ago where we were in Punta Cana, and me and my friend, we were in the spa, and we were talking about happiness, we were talking about joy, and we really, like, we never talk about people, but we noticed that one of the single moms just had this joy and peace to her. And I said, I want to be that joyful and that peaceful. And my friend, she goes, that's all about protecting your peace. And so in my bathroom, when I don't have like a personal quote or affirmation written on my mirrors, I will put protect your mother effing peace, because that is exactly what it is about, protecting your peace. And that is exactly what this mindset stuff is about for me right now. Recognizing that my emotions are just emotions. Recognizing that my feelings I can change. Recognizing all of the extra stuff is just that. So now what I want you to do is I want you to take time to start the journaling, the future you writing. And you can start by saying, I'm journaling on the mindset of my new version of me. And again, remember it's in present tense. So I am someone who, and then for me, I am someone who is kind to everyone. I am someone who can see the good. I am someone who stands up for me. I am someone who fits in with myself. I am someone who, this isn't related to mindset, but it just came to my mind, loves to just randomly dance and be goofy and fun. And we'll dive more into this as we go, but I wanted to just share that piece with you. And you can get real specific. I actually every night write in my journal before bed, and I will write down a goal that I have for that month, and I'll write it down 10 times. I'll write down gratitude, how much revenue I want to receive, and I'll write the revenue or more is what I'll write, because you're always open to more abundance, to more life, to more of the good stuff. Okay, so my second focus on the I'm Her challenge. I actually should turn this into a challenge, actually. Note to self, I'm making one of these up in January. I'm starting the 75 soft challenge. It's not the 75 hard, because mama is not doing that. And I actually am gonna read what the differences are. So the 75 soft challenge is an adaptation of the 75 hard. The 75 hard is where you follow a strict diet. You get to choose the diet, but you follow that for 75 days. No cheat meals, no alcohol for 75 days. You drink 1 gallon of water per day, 2 45-minute workouts per day. One has to be outside. 10 pages of a nonfiction book per day, and then you have to take a progress picture every day, which if I didn't have kids and if I didn't have activities, that would feel reasonable to me. But I know that once the school starts, actually before even the school starts, my husband has been home sick, and I got it. Thank goodness not as bad as he had it, although it has not been wonderful for him either, which I feel bad for. But he, there's too many variables. And with the 75 hard, if you miss a day, you don't get to just move on to day 5. Let's say you missed day 6 and you can move on and just say, okay, I'm redoing day 6. It's you start back over at day 1. And that's too much. That is just way too much. The 75 soft challenge is a little bit different. It just says to eat well. For me, I'm actually going to be choosing to get more protein. I'm not getting enough protein and I recognize that. And so instead of saying I'm going to stick to a particular diet, I'm going to be focused on protein. It says you can also drink on social occasions. So I actually have 3 drinking events that I know of. My best friend's birthday, we have the wine walk, and then we also have my husband's birthday, all within the 75-day period. And so, yes, I could not drink, but I already bought my wine walk ticket before I knew I was doing this, and so that would be really silly of me to go on my girls' weekend that I do every year and not do what they're doing and hanging out. So I am giving myself the grace and saying, guess what? I'm going to drink on my social occasions. And I already don't drink at home during the week. Like, I just don't. So I guess I'm already doing that. I drink socially when I'm out and about with friends. So I'm already slaying that. Woot. And then it says to drink 3 liters of water a day in ounces. That is, I believe it was like 101.3 or 101.4. So I'm rounding it up to 102 ounces of water a day. Exercise 45 minutes a day. Per day, and then you have 1 active recovery day. So that means that you would do yoga or walking or stretching or something like that as one of your 7 days. So workout 6 days, active recovery 1 day, which totally doable. Then 10 pages of reading any sort of book. I actually am reading The Calling by Raw Goddess, and then is it 8 Layers of Love? Hold on, I wrote it down. 8 Rules of Love by Jay Shetty. Both of those books are really good. I actually am listening to The Calling, but I bought the hardcover book because of the questions in there. They're so good. And at night when I've been journaling, there are so many questions. I'll only answer like two or 3 of the questions each night to reflect on. So I highly recommend that book. And then, like I said, for my health, I'm focusing on the protein. So now for the journaling or the future you writing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I work out daily and my body feels so good when I'm done working out. I eat the best foods that nourish my body. So I want you to think about, as you are journaling and writing for future you, what is future me going to be like? What is the purpose with your health? How do you want to feel? These are some of the most important questions you should be asking as you're doing this. So, okay. Next up is family. And I'm only going to briefly go into family because the kids, they are 12 and 13. My son will actually be 14 next month. But they don't want to dive super deep into their goals. And so my goal is to spend more time with them. And then I want to do a weekly date night with my husband. And the date night can be as simple as us just going on a walk, us two, or us watching a movie. We started watching that Idris Elba show and we did not finish it because of baseball and softball. And we only made it through like 2 episodes. So maybe it's us catching up on that delicious man and then the show, because the show is good too. And so those are my family ones. And then the kids and I were gonna actually set our own separate family ones together. My daughter asked me to get a journal. She wants to journal. She said they've been doing it at dance and she loved it. The kids actually used to journal. Every Christmas we would buy them a big life journal and they would start it with me and they loved it so much. So I really hope that I can get them back into that because it is so good for you to write out what you're feeling, write out your emotions, etc. All right, and then finally, it's my business goals, which is kind of a big, long one. And I did not actually write action steps for this one because my husband and my son and his best friend who was staying with us for the week left to go to a football meeting and then they went fishing. So I'm like, let me hurry up and record this. So action steps, I'm gonna give you early, it would be to write out your future casting. So I can give you an example. My first goal with my Facebook ads agency is I want to bring on 2 new done for you clients. And in September, I want to bring on 2 new done with you clients. So I'm not actually doing the work. I am guiding, coaching, consulting with them as they're doing the work themselves for the done with you, and then bring on 2 new done for you clients where I am actually doing the work for them, where I'm managing their ads, sending them weekly reports, checking in, helping them optimize, things like that. So if you are somebody looking for help with your Facebook ads, reach out to me. My specialty is webinar to book a call funnels, mostly high ticket. And then I really love doing launches. So reach out. So for example, with the Future You writing, I actually wrote, I have brought on 2 new ideal clients who are the easiest to work for. We are 4 timesing their results and they are in love. And I need to add in, we are 4 timesing or more their results, practicing what I preach. Next, I want to get consistent with YouTube. I love YouTube. I know YouTube is the future, and I have felt like it needs to be so formal, and I am not formal. I am very much a Shay. That is me. My husband would be like, yeah, you are. I am very much a me. And so I'm just gonna show you me. I'm not always done up fancy like I am in my living room on the floor right now, because that is the easiest way for me to do this right now. And so I want to start with doing 1 video a week once the kids are back in school, because our kids do 1 day before Labor Day, the Friday before, and then they don't go back to school until after Labor Day. I do not know why. Ask our school board. Put my kids into school mid-August like everybody else, please. Thank you. I have had a great time with them this summer. Sleeping in, the laughter, the bonfires, just being with them has been awesome. But I am ready for a routine again, like a legitimate routine. Okay, so also I want to bring more people onto my podcast. I have about 5 more interviews lined up. My 2nd interview is going live on Wednesday, and I think I actually might turn some of the videos that I'm doing for the podcast into YouTube videos too, because those, I'm doing some of them where I'm recording the video. That's a good idea. Next, I also need to create a new freebie for my Facebook ads agency, because I've not had to do that. I've been so good at my job that I have been on referral base for years, and I have stopped asking because I've had a full slate and people are referring, but people, I need to follow up, but also I just need to get a funnel in place for myself. So I'm planning on getting my freebie running for that. And then I have a daily success tracker. So if you are looking to be more accountable, sign up for that. I need to finish out the email series for that as well. And that is my goal, to end out the 90 days. So these are habits and changes that I'm going to make. And I did my best to share not just the internal me, the health. I'm not getting into fashion yet. I'm not getting into any of that. Once I get these habits in control, then I'm going to work on something else, because I'm habit stacking this stuff first. And habit stacking is where you stack a habit onto something you're already doing so that you will be consistent with it. And so I'll share that more as I go too. All right, I did not want this to be super long, but I did want to share it with you. I'm going to be going through my mindset. The biggest thing also is my health, and then building out my business. I am also thinking about putting together a monthly subscription for a monthly productivity, where every week we do a check-in, where we share our goals. It would be super cheap, $7 or $9 a month, because I know what you pay for, you take seriously. And so if that's something you're interested in, let me know. I don't know when it'll get done. That is not a main priority right now. My priority is getting my ads agency freebie up and running, getting my YouTube channel consistent. Not my ads agency up and running, bringing in 2 new clients. I've been running ads for 12 years. Like, that's already what it needs to be. Okay, let me know what you're doing, how you're going to show up. Remember, the Future You writing is incredible, and you will do incredible things when you take the time and you are writing and scripting essentially what you want your life to look like. And then as you start to do that, you're gonna start to put into place, like I said, the habit stacking, and you're going to see yourself in a different light. Before, I didn't see me doing this and just having a conversation with you, and now I'm doing the damn thing. Scared, nervous, imperfect. I said waddle earlier. I think waddle's a word. Ducks waddle, don't they? I would assume, but I am just taking the time to show up, because when I take these baby steps and when you take these baby steps, they become bigger, and then they become the domino effect. And I just put two metaphors together, but eventually then all the dominoes are gonna fall and things are going to just work out. So take the time, write your future you, pick 3 areas to start. Me, mindset, health, business, and then family, but it's a bit different because the family, we're doing it as a family. And if you can hear, my dog is eating now. So I think that is the perfect way to end. Sign up for my daily success tracker below. Listen to the podcast below. Please like and subscribe. I am so happy that you're here, and I'm so happy that you stayed with me today. I cannot wait to see what future you looks like. I will chat with you soon. Bye.